Hello, it is Abundant Lei coming to you with another daily collective read. All right, let's do our split deck energy. All right, today we have the Ace of Swords and the King of Wands. So the King of Wands is about leadership. It's about the bigger picture. Even though it's a masculine energy, it can be masculine or feminine energy. It is coming into this very driven, passionate, big picture seeing creator in life. So right now you're learning to be a creator, collective. Also, I love to mention, if you pay attention to what's there, like the wands are all about passion and drive. So this is someone, you're finding passion, you're finding drive, you're finding motivation, you're finding all the things you need. You also have a little it's a lizard, okay? It's a lizard. So lizards can be transformative. Lizards can blend into their environments. Obviously, it depends on the type of lizard, but that always stands out to me is that both the king and the queen have a little pet companion. And for me, I always see this as being like a oh goodness, my brain is saying Charizard. It's not what I mean. But I see the little fire lizard, okay? I know what it's called. My brain is not giving it to me, but I'm going to say Charizard, okay? So it's like having one of those little pet companions. So you may have a very loyal companion near to you at this time. It could be an animal. It could be even your spirit animal is with you, helping you, guiding you, leading you, and directing you as you move forward. And then obviously with the Ace of Swords here, it's about truth. It's about honesty. It's about getting clarity. It's about seeing the vision, making it plain. This is obviously also the hand of God leading you. So the truth, the clarity, everything that you're asking for in this time. So maybe you're getting really, really creative and you're noticing that there's habits that you're picking up, maybe things that you used to do when you were younger, you're picking back up, or even that you're finding new creative habits that are coming in, and they're things that are very lucrative and very motivating for you. That's all divinely guided, okay? So Spirit is actually leading you to those things. Oh, also, if you would like to book a reading with me, you can do so at my abundant.lay118@gmail email address. All right, let's get 3 cards. I know that the sound is in my head. Ooh, okay. I already got some energies coming out. Let's get to my cards. Oh, that was too many. I'll take one. Okay. Some good energy there, though. Okay. Let's see what I got going on, collective. Oh, something else fell out. Okay, we'll take that one. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the 7 of Swords. So the 7 of Swords speaks to trickery, lies, schemes, resourcefulness. A lot of times, especially looking at the cards that came out, I will change the meaning of this card. What I mean by that is, sometimes when we think is one thing can be something else, right? This is a card that normally is tied to deception, sneaky people that are around you that are doing bad things. But if the cards around me are good cards, I actually focus on the more positive qualities of this card, which is about taking the resources that you need and leaving things behind. It's not always about somebody being around you trying to take from you in that aspect. Sometimes it's about you needing to be resourceful and think outside of the box in order to achieve what you want to achieve. And that's the way I'm kind of seeing this card today, is that it's about you being able to achieve what you need to achieve. Yep. Because with the Knight of Cups here, this is something that you're very passionate about, something that you love, right? The Knights are about action and movement. So you're moving towards something that you love, and you're having to be resourceful in the way that you approach it. So maybe there's a new idea that you have, maybe it's a new company that you're interested in joining, but maybe there's something that's tied to that company that counteracts with the company that you're working for. Maybe you have like you had to sign like an NDA or something like that before you move companies. So in order to move to this other company, maybe they're poaching you, hint, hint, and they're wanting you to join their company because they see and recognize the potential of you. But in order to do that, you'd have to be very, very crafty in the way that you move so that you don't compromise what you have at your current place and lose that position before you're ready to transition. So even though sometimes you have to be a little sneaky to get where you're going, maybe that other company has better opportunities for you. Maybe they're willing to take advantage of different things that you know, different skills that you've earned. And so in order to get there, you have to be resourceful. You have to think outside of what you normally would do in order to make sure that you don't burn any bridges where you currently are before you move forward. Because maybe you don't have a bad relationship with your previous company. Maybe it's more that you're just moving towards something that is more aligned to you. And if this is a relationship, even possibly, then maybe it's that you don't have, like, maybe you and your partner are just, you feel like that you guys were more of a season rather than a lifetime. And maybe you don't want to hurt your partner, so even though you're starting to feel the need to move away from them, you're having to think of how can I end this relationship in a way that benefits us both and doesn't hurt my partner. Okay, so that's what I'm kind of getting today. All right, first card is the Hanged Man, which speaks to being able to be patient. Okay, it's uncertainty, it's Spirit putting you on pause. And a lot of times when Spirit puts you on pause, it's because there's something that Spirit is trying to get you to see, trying to get you to understand, but you're just not ready yet. You need a better, higher perspective about what's happening, and maybe right now you're not seeing it, right? I talked about that Seven of Swords energy, right? Maybe you're seeing it in this negative way, and Spirit is saying you need to change the way you're looking at that. It's not what you think it is. It's not the way you think it is. You need to look at it a different way. I feel like Spirit is telling you need to look at things differently. You need to get a little uncomfortable for a second, or maybe life is a little uncomfortable at this moment, but that's because Spirit is trying to get you in alignment to a different perspective. You have to learn to see things differently than the way that they present themselves. Sometimes what you see is not exactly what you're getting, and that could be negative or positive, but Spirit is asking you to take that time to actually see. Sit in meditation, right? I'm also seeing with them being hung upside down. I know there's a actual craft more recently in time where they hang you by your neck, and it helps strengthen your spine by stretching it. So I'm kind of seeing something like that. So maybe you need to actually get into some type of physical activity, or just actually get more active, because I'm seeing like a need for you to stretch out your body in a positive ways to be able to flow energy around you better. Okay. If you notice, he is attached to a tree, so he's attached to something that is sturdy and stable. So whatever you're doing is going to build stability in your body. Maybe you've been off a little bit. All right, our next card is the Eight of Swords, which speaks to communication, fast moving actions. Things are about to change really rapidly. This isn't our current place, so things are changing rapidly. In the past, you were asked to pause, to wait, to hold on a second, change your perspective of things, and then things are going to start to come in very, very swiftly, very, very quickly. I also saw when that big group of cards shot out with this card, we had also the Chariot in that little pile of cards, even though it was too many. So that tells me already this is something really fast. With the Chariot, that is divine quick movement, where this is more practical quick movement. This is more in the physical world. This is 3D, where that is 5D. So these movements are happening in both the 3D and the 5D energy. So you are having quick, swift movements happening in your life. And it's all because you're coming into a season of balance. Things are starting to balance out. We have the Six of Pentacles. This is monetary changes. This is money moving in and money moving out. Every time you spend some money or circulate money out, money circulates right back to you. So it's a ebb and flow. Things are balanced, and this person has the balancing scales, right? The balancing scales from justice. So things are just and fair in your life at this time. Things that you thought were not working out are working out. Relationships that you thought were ended are finding a way to come to either completely end, or you're fixing it. Things are going to start to really work in your favor in life, and especially in your monetary areas, in your passions, in your drive. You're just going to see a shift where if you've been generous in the past, now people will be generous to you. If you've been the one that's been receiving, now you're in a place where you can give. It's a beautiful ebb and flow that's happening for you guys right now. I love it. All right, let's get our advice. All right, split deck. Let me shuffle really quickly. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna keep it. All right, so we have endings, and then we have power. All right, so the cycle is over. It's time for you to make a change, rebirth. It's time to say goodbye. So things have ended. We kind of talked about that ebb and flow, but now you're moving into a season where there's power. You have the power to take control of your life, career, and finances. Focus on your needs. I told you, you're getting a new perspective, and that perspective is helping you get everything you want, to know that you have the power to hold it, to maintain it, and so that you feel confident doing it. I think a lot of times, if you don't have the confidence, you can have everything that you want in your life, but you won't know what to do with it because you don't feel confident to do so. Oh, look, we popped back out. We talked about this yesterday. We got wellness. All right, ensure your body is nourished. Join a gym and regain strength. Live a healthier lifestyle. I talked to you guys just about that when I was talking about this. You're being asked to really get more movement into your lifestyle at this time. The more you move around, the more that power within you is going to be able to I'm hearing the word mitigate, but I don't feel like that's the right word. But just it's going to be able to notion and move around in your body in the right way, so that you feel more motivated, more confident, and more balanced. Till soon.